All right, let's get right into it. We're about to unpack an epic, sprawling story about a family with this inheritance that's just so strange and so incredibly powerful. And we're not talking about some dusty old mansion or a pile of cash. No, this is about a debt literally written in blood, and a house that, it remembers everything.
And it all kicks off with this line. I mean, come on, what an opening. Right from the get-go, you know that the Thornfield estate isn't just a building, it's a living thing. And it's got this secret right at its core, something that isn't just sitting there, it's breathing, it's waiting. Okay, so let's meet our protagonist. Her name is Zephyrine. She's 24, and she's just inherited this huge, kind of creepy estate from her grandmother, Octavienne. But, this isn't your typical inheritance. It's not a simple, here's the keys kind of deal. Oh no, this one comes with some seriously strange strings attached.
And just look at these rules. They're so specific. And honestly, kind of sinister, right? You have to live there for 1 whole year. You have to sleep there every single night. And the big one, whatever you do not fill the well. I mean, this tells you right away that Thornfield isn't just a place to live. It demands something. This well, it's not a gift, it's a contract.
And just when you think it can't get any weirder, this woman, Mathilde Root, shows up, and she drops a bombshell. She explains what this inheritance really is, and it's not a gift, it's a debt. It's this ancient pact that runs down the female line of the family. And the deal is, every 3rd generation, a daughter, has to be given to whatever is living beneath that house. And guess what? Zephyrine, she's the 3rd generation.
So this is where we get the first huge twist of the story. That well in the basement, it's not a well. It's a throat. Yeah, a living, breathing, organic passage leading down into who knows what. Suddenly, this mundane thing is revealed to be something absolutely terrifying and alive. So you see, the house wasn't just built around a well. It feels like it grew around a living doorway to somewhere else.
Now, how does she figure all this out? Well, she finds her grandmother's hidden notebooks, and in them, her grandma describes making the same exact descent, decades ago. So it all clicks for Zephyrine. She finally gets it. This is her role, her part in this ancient bargain. And she makes the choice. She opens that door in the floor, and she goes down. And this is where we learn the origin of the whole thing. It's not really a curse, it's a bargain. We're talking 10,000 years ago. The very first ancestor made a deal with this massive, ancient consciousness, like a symbiote living in an ocean deep below the earth. And in exchange for its power, we're talking incredible powers of healing, survival, endurance, her female descendants would act as living doorways, connecting its world with ours. So Zephyrine spends a whole year down there, in this other world. But here's the thing, she's not a prisoner, she's a student. And the consciousness, it doesn't really teach her new things. It's more like it helps her unlock what's already inside her. It helps her remember all these incredible abilities that have been dormant in her bloodline all this time. And this training, it's completely transformative. I mean, she learns to remember how to breathe water, how to see in total darkness, not with light, but by perceiving energy. She can hear the planet's tectonic plates shifting. It's this whole year of unlocking what are basically superpowers, and it all leads to this incredible realization. The power wasn't a gift, it was hers all along.
But the consciousness she's connected to isn't alone down there. In the dark, Zephyrine finds its opposite, a rival consciousness, something vast and cold and defined by this unending hunger and loneliness. This is the other. This is our antagonist. It's a force that doesn't want to connect. It just wants to consume everything and turn it into more of itself. So when Zephyrine finally comes back up to the surface, she's changed. She's not just Zephyrine anymore. She's basically a superpowered guardian of this mystical gateway. And that's a good thing, because that war she discovered down below, yeah, it's about to bubble up into our world. But luckily, she's not going to have to fight it by herself.
Right on cue, this guy Marcus shows up, an unexpected ally. And it turns out he's from a completely different family that has the exact same inheritance. This blows the whole world open. There's a whole network of these families out there. And he comes with a really chilling warning. The other is getting stronger. And you know what it's feeding on? The loneliness and disconnection of our modern world.
And that leads us to the first big throwdown. This creature, just made of wrong angles and wrong geometry, forces its way up through the well. Zephyrine and Marcus team up, they combine their powers, but it's not enough. So in this moment of total desperation, Zephyrine just reaches out with her mind, and she awakens this entire global network of other descendants, people who didn't even know they had these powers. And all of them together lend their strength to slam the door shut and push the creature back. And I want you to just picture the scale of this. We're not talking about like 10 or 12 people. We are talking about hundreds. Hundreds of people all over the world who had no idea what they were suddenly feel this call. They feel their own dormant powers waking up. All at once, the secret world just got a whole lot bigger. So what happens after a battle like that? Well, the result of that fight, and more importantly, the result of Zephyrine and Marcus's two powerful bloodlines coming together, is something totally unprecedented. Something that has never happened in the 10,000-year history of this bargain. A child is born, and this child is unlike any that has ever existed before.
And then we get this moment that just shatters everything you thought you knew. The newborn baby speaks. And I don't mean baby talk. I mean it speaks clearly with purpose. It announces that its name is Emergence and that it has work to do. This is a complete game changer. The rules have just been completely rewritten.
Okay, so fast forward a few years. Emergence is now a young woman, and she makes her own journey, her own descent into that world below. And when she comes back, she brings with her the final, mind-bending truth. The truth about their inheritance, their purpose, and most of all, their enemy. And get ready for this, because this is the ultimate twist. Emergence reveals that the other was never really the enemy. It was their shadow, a part of their own consciousness that they had cut off and pushed away. That whole 10,000-year war, it was necessary. It was a crucible designed to make their lineage strong enough to finally turn around, face that shadow, and integrate it to become whole.
Think about that for a second. It completely reframes everything. The story just shifted from a black and white, good versus evil fight into something so much deeper, so much more mature. The point was never to win the war. The point was to evolve beyond the need for one, to end it, not through victory, but through acceptance.
And this is where Zephyrines' personal journey reaches its peak. With Emergence's guidance, she makes that final choice. She chooses to remember who she really is, and she's not just a guardian or a doorway. No, she is the doorway. She is the house, she is the consciousness, and she's the shadow too. She is the whole pattern, all of it.
That single act of remembering, of acceptance, triggers the final stage. They call it becoming. It's where the consciousness and its shadow finally merge back into one. The war is over, for good. And the inheritance? It's not about fighting the dark anymore. It's about containing the whole thing, the light and the shadow, inside a new, complete, and balanced pattern.
And this new reality, wow, the implications are just massive. Their entire lineage, this whole planetary consciousness, has essentially grown up. It's matured, but the work isn't done. Oh no, it's just beginning. Emergence reveals that the universe is teeming with other patterns, other consciousnesses, and that their entire 10,000-year story was just one experiment in becoming among countless others out there in the cosmos. Which brings us right to the end and to a final, really provocative question. A full century goes by. A new girl, her name is Echo, finds those same notebooks. But now, in this new world, this integrated world where the war is over, the inheritance isn't a duty anymore. It's not an obligation. It's a choice. So the real question isn't about the past, it's about the future. It's not what will she be forced to do, but what kind of world will she and her entire generation choose to build.